Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Purdy now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So this game of our Charles, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But two teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Here's Purdy.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You look at this Raiders defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. 3rd and 3. Purdy.
And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Jake Moody on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Operating from the gun, Leonard. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Let's go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready, break. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Set. Ready.
Back to throw. Leonard. And this one is incomplete.
You look at this Niner defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. Brings up third down.
Here's third and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Genty.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Come on. Set. Hawk, 7, 79, 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, tap 60.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, 5 receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
From the 2, here's first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
And the Raider first down.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throw left side complete. That's Tucker.
Brings up 3rd down.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Leonard. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
After one, it's 9-0. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Purdy looking to throw. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 62 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown of protection that led to the block.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Working downfield, he's got Thornton.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
26 yards. It's another Raiders first down.
First down, here's Esterman.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. 19, 18. Hawk, 7, Hawk, 6, go. 6, go.
Back to throw. Leonard.
He'll try and do this himself.
That's going to be a loss of 18. And that's going to make it 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game at 14-6.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
2nd and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Right here.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Throwing here, Purdy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Now Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down.
Purdy from the gun. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw. Purdy. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Back to throw. Purdy. Now he'll tuck this and run toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll look to throw again.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop the throw.
That's caught by Tucker.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Okay, ready? Go! 19 Lions. Hogan, 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his man London right side.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's caught by Tucker.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Purdy now to throw. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy.
He finds his man, complete. That's Castillo.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
27 yards there, a first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy.
He finds his man, complete. That's Castillo. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and a couple. Purdy.
Down the right side, it's McCaffrey.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Purdy will throw for it.
And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Once again, it's Genty.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
A give out of the gun to Genty.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught.
And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Castillo.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Purdy looking to throw. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
Touchdown, 49ers!
Brandon Ayuk.
53 yards.
And the 49ers strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. So that one his fourth touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Leonard.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Operating from the gun, Leonard.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
He's back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 47-yard line.
Ground control with a soul like Chloe, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to grab.
Outside. Here we go. 18. Here we go. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And he'll be out right at the 35.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Purdy to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8. And defensively, they'll say you can have that.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Here's 2nd down. To throw is Purdy. Finding Watkins. And he'll have a 1st down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Throwing, Purdy.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Purdy to throw.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now. Here's Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's first down. Purdy to throw. Now he's going to step up and run.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking.
Handsome Lagosian, name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto Vanessa, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and they all fire. I don't spill words, I spill Berg on the beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show 'em the way, 'cause